Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about the new Robinhood IPO and why I don't think it's really kind of telling the big picture of what's going on, as well as one thing that I really like that Robinhood has brought to the table. Stay tuned. Hello to all my finance friends out there. How is everybody doing? Happy 4th of July. If you are outside of the US, it's probably just another day for you, but it's a really important day here as we kind of remember our Independence Day. I love this country. So I hope everyone here in the US has a great Independence Day. And then, of course, if you're outside of the US, I hope that you have an amazing day as well, friends. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, the like button if you like what you hear. We come out with almost daily videos, a lot of collectibles talk, a lot of sports card talk, but we also do occasional videos here where we talk about personal finance items that I think are interesting. And I'm going to start bringing more and more of that to the table here over the next few months for sure. So definitely stick around. All right, guys, big announcement. Robinhood, the trading app, has decided to go public. It is not really shocking if you look at the growth of this company. It's been really kind of parabolic. We're going to get into kind of the nitty gritty of some of the numbers that they released in their filing and just kind of talk through that. I think it's interesting because I think that while the data is exciting, there's a bigger picture here that might be kind of obvious to a lot, but certainly needs to be talked about for sure. If we look at some of the revenue numbers that they provided during their filing, it is staggering. If you look at, Q1 2019, $55.2 million of revenue. Q1 of 2020, $127.6 million of revenue. And then Q1 of 2021, $522 million of revenue, if you can believe it. If we look at cryptocurrency assets currently held by Robinhood customers at the end of 2020, $3.5 billion. At the end of Q1, it sits at $11.4 billion. Now, I think the elephant in the room here with that is that crypto took a sharp downturn after Q1. So, was that $11.4 billion before that slide? I'm pretty sure that those numbers would be coming in before the slide. So I don't know, if that's really a huge increase of cryptocurrency assets, meaning more and more money coming in, or more of just that the price points were high when they came out, when they were looking at this data. Daily trade increases from Q1 of 2020 to Q1 2021. Average daily options orders up 188%. Average daily equity trades up 291%. Average daily crypto trades, it's unbelievable, up 1,375%. Talk about a serious difference between Q1 2020 and Q1 2021. Now, I think that what I want to kind of get at here is, why is this happening? How did this magically happen this way? And is this unique to Robinhood as far as these numbers? And I'm going to guess that it's not necessarily unique to Robinhood. And the big reason why is because Congress passed roughly $4 trillion of stimulus during that time. If we're talking about Q1 of 2020 to Q1 2021, $4 trillion of stimulus money moved into the market, moved not necessarily into the market, but moved into the economy. And for a lot of people, that was to help the unemployed people and people that certainly needed the assistance that had fallen on difficult times. Absolutely. However, there are also a lot of people. Maybe you're a young professional, you're making $40,000 or $50,000 a year, you have a fairly tight budget that you're living off of, maybe you've got student loans, you've got rent, etc., and you don't necessarily have a lot of extra money for investment, but you're doing your best, you're putting in as much as you can, given the fact that you're maybe 25 and just kind of getting started. Now you're getting a check in the mail that you really don't necessarily need. You can't really go anywhere to spend it because restaurants are closed, movie theaters are closed, bars are closed, etc. So you get a stimulus check, and I think that this is me speculating here, there's a percentage of these folks that moved money into the market. We don't know exactly what percentage it is, but I think that it's fairly obvious that this happened. Another big thing, and one thing that, a big impact that this platform had that I think is really important, I think one of the most important things that Robinhood has brought to the overall space is they have a number of 50% of their users are first-time investors, which is staggering. And I think that when I've heard of people using Robinhood app, it is a younger audience. It's a younger generation. It might be, 20, 25, 30-year-olds that are using that app, maybe more so than a 50 to 55, 60-year-old person would. And so this is incredible. I mean, this is probably, I would say, the biggest thing that Robinhood has brought to this space is the fact that they're bringing first-time investors, getting people involved in the market that maybe otherwise would not have. We've moved to, I think it's really interesting. Instead of us going onto our computer, going onto our laptop and logging in and checking, all of our stuff, now we're doing it on our phone. And I think that that's where these apps such as Robinhood have really become popular over the last couple of years, is its ease of access to be able to invest in a myriad of different things. There's, fractional options that you can get into to where you don't have to necessarily have $2,000 for one share of Amazon or whatever it is. You're able to go in and you've got options and you can kind of spread around and do different things. And I think that appeals to a younger audience that just needs ease of use, that maybe doesn't necessarily understand, the how to, open an account and how to, or maybe the first, how do I hire a financial advisor? These are apps that are able to kind of get people involved in the market relatively easily. My thought is that stimulus money played a big part in a lot of these, numbers, a lot of these assets moving up, whether we're talking about traditional assets or we're talking about alternative assets, alternative investments. So I want to hear your thoughts on this, guys. Are you a Robinhood user? Do you like using the app? Are you thinking about getting into it? I'd like to learn more about kind of your experience with Robinhood and just your overall thoughts on the market, the economy, and how do you think that, the stimulus might have played into this? Or if you think maybe I'm totally off base, and that is perfectly okay too. We're all on this journey to get to financial independence. See what I did there? A little dad joke, little personal finance dad joke, just flopped it in there. Hope you guys have an amazing 4th of July, Independence Day, and I will see you again next time. Stay healthy, stay awesome.